will you hold a man down financially?
How?
Like the burden to provide.
How are we providing and it's new? Like maybe we go.
Rent.
His rent?
Jaba. What should guys be doing and what should ladies be doing?
The roles are so stagnant. As long as you have something that is lingering between your two legs, you're coming with the bag.
Oh, he did make me. What kind of a man is he? Me, I feel like it's too much pressure.
On what? On men?
Yeah. If it's about contraceptives.
Oh, si pia wewe unatengeneza pesa yako. Nunua.
Kuna some men who actually saw the sense of trying out on contraception.
We were not being intimate Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday once.
Akitumia kwa udako.
Ni kweli. Unataka udako?
Hello guys, my name is Lauren Tesoti. I'm from Unfiltered, Z.
Hi everybody, I'm Marlene from Space Yako, the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, glad you're here from Space Yako, the podcast.
Hi guys, it's Noella from Unfiltered. And today we have a beautiful topic, gender roles in relationships and intimacy. But at first, let's start with the game.
Okay.
Would you rather the man be the breadwinner in a relationship or do 50-50?
That is a question.
I'm wondering why it's even
Let him be the breadwinner.
Na I'd rather do 50-50 because mwanaume atakufanyia ile kitu. Sa kutoka you don't have anything.
Me, I'm very specific in my mind. Let him be the breadwinner.
What if it comes to that type of a man who is like the breadwinner here, you have to quit working?
Breadwinning has got nothing to do with control. Breadwinning is feeding me and taking care of me according to me.
Me too. Like if I were in your spot, I'd also pick him being the breadwinner. Would you rather always be the one to plan date nights or have your partner constantly surprise you with spontaneous dates?
I will be offended with that.
You know it, I'll surprise you. I pick the places because I am a person who travels. So I can spot a place and I'm like, this will be ideal. So for me, it's not an issue just planning the date. To just bring a change into this, at least once, and a surprise na something spontaneous, I'd take that.
Me, I'd rather let a man surprise me. When men surprise you and if they like you, they go above and beyond.
I love gifting, so I love surprises. Like my first primary love language is gifting.
Okay.
Nice. Would you rather be someone always taking the lead in the relationship or someone who wants you to always make the first move? I would rather not want to always make the first move, and I would rather not want him to always make the first move because I'm interpreting that as control at some point, because if I don't do it, he doesn't do it. If he doesn't do it, I don't do it. So I'm thinking this needs a balance. Like we all just like each other enough to do for each other anything at any time.
I'm backing your point.
And yous? I'm the type of a person who is like, nitafute. You're the man here, so.
Even after you're in a relationship.
Would you rather live in a world where no labels on relationship is the norm, or where everyone is expected to put a label on their relationships? Unaweza pata unajidate.
It happens.
Like this person has never given you a title. And then after 3 years, you see this person marrying someone else within 3 months. And then you go there and then you ask, kwani nilikuwa nini kwa kwambia, oh, I thought we were having fun. Mtu akupe label, ukijua.
Kwetu na label, like it's either this or it's not.
I would rather as well labels and defined labels. You know, I can title myself someone's wife just because we are staying in the same household, and like you're saying, this person has other plans.
I think for us to maybe have better conversation, we can just look at what these gender roles are exactly in intimacy or in a relationship. What should guys be doing and what should ladies be doing?
You see, like now in intimacy, one thing I've realized is like you're intimate with this person. Of course, you're having sexual relations. So you feel like you want to be with this person at this particular time, but you're always waiting. So as a man, you're the one who is initiating intimacy. You're the one who's expected to satisfy this woman. Me, I feel like it's too much pressure.
On what? On men?
Yeah.
But imagine, I think it's vice versa for me.
How
for me,
so?
I feel like the burden of the performance is put on the man, but I feel like the burden of satisfying the other partner is more on the woman. Like even if you don't want to have sex, just let him, because he will go cheat or something like that.
But I don't know why in my head.
it's a
That's why
lot
I've
of
said.
burden.
I know that's why I've said I don't know which world I live in, because according to me, I feel like the pressure is so much on the man to satisfy a woman because of simply this. Oh, he didn't make me come. What kind of a man is he?
My problem is when you have to crucify your needs and how you feel for the sake of a man. Like you don't want to have sex, but you
you're
have
saying
to.
yes.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
putting yourself, you're just compromising for the sake of, okay, he will go out there and all that. I think that's the problem.
Exactly. And the fact that people also say or tend to think that men have a higher sex drive compared to the females. Then sad the lady, semeni mtu mwenye anakuanga tu like amechili anangoja. Then it reaches a point, let's say atakubali, but maybe she is actually doing it kwa sababu kwa akili yake amejiambia, my man is actually a person with a high sex drive. So if I fail to do my end like as a girlfriend to this individual, ataenda kutafuta kwingine. Then bado kuna this situation whereby a lady anaweza kosa kuwa in the mood, and it is okay for her to just withdraw consent. She should be in a position to actually say, I am not in a position to do this. Kusikuwa na like manipulation or gaslighting are like, because you can't satisfy me, I should maybe get another lady.
There's another pressure. I'm not taking fault. This one was all his fault. We were not being intimate enough. Like a whole weekend, it's only once on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, once.
You want the dose of mbili mara moja, 3 times 1.
Apana,
She wants more than once.
I wanted more. Kamoja
That's
ka strong
making it-
Friday, kengine ka strong Saturday, kengine ka lazy Sunday.
That is so good.
Alafu kengine ka kumalizia kanipepete vizuri so I can have a nice week.
Hey.
So you used to communicate and tell him that you want it. Like, I want sex right now.
Yeah, mpaka ya mwisho there was drama. I told him, unafikira mimi kwangu sina chakula na sina TV ya kuwatch na sina hizi vitu zote ziko kwako. Unafikira ni nini but ilikuwa drama. So one time I'm sitting with my girlfriends. I tell them about this situation because they're the ones who introduced me to this guy. Yani, it's like my libido is so high. He made it seem like I was a bit too much. In fact, there's a time I think he said, "Sasa kwani tutashinda hapa?" I was like, "Oh my Lord, there's something wrong." So when I told them, they told me, "Oh, yeah, it is well known that this person has an issue."
They knew.
Yeah.
How did they know?
Yeah, how did they know?
Because of his ex-wife.
Ah.
Yeah, his ex-wife went and told
The crew.
Like erectile dysfunctional?
I think he has some sort of ED.
Akitumia
Yeah.
kwa udako.
Ni kweli. Unataka udako? Mimi nilikuwa nashindwa kwani mimi niko na nyege mingi aje. It's like I'm becoming like,
Question.
naji-question
For real
until
though.
that time. That is when I realized, oh my gosh.
Like from what you're mentioning, there's also the pressure of men to maintain an erectile.
That is exactly what I'm addressing.
An
And
erection.
I've been the person who pressured a man. Erect now.
That is so funny.
Another time, erect now.
Guys, remember, we are just girlies and having conversations, not setting any standards. And if you have any questions about any of these conversations that we are having, love, sex, relationships, remember, we have a very cool chatbot where you can ask anything about sex, love, relationships. Just go on www.wazzii.ke and you'll get a direct link to the chatbot. And if you feel like opening up to a healthcare provider, you have the option to call. Let me ask you, if you are in a relationship, a new relationship, because we say long term, maybe you can hold your man down when they're not okay financially. Will you hold a man down financially?
How?
Like the burden to provide.
How are we providing and it's new?
See, Sasa, that is what I'm asking, because now there is the pressure of a man to
Like maybe when you're going out on
as
dates.
simple
Yeah.
things
pay
like
bills,
a few bills, like maybe we go.
rent.
His rent? No.
Jaba.
No. No, I'm not going to pay for his rent. Na kama ana food, he can be finding his way all the time to come and eat at my house. Sitanyima mtu chakula. Rent.
Yeah, here and there I can also jump in on like small bills, but something like rent.
Vitu zingine
And
pia.
taking care of you, like to what extent do you expect a man to? Is it hair? Is it your rent?
Expectations at
I
zero.
myself, Noella Wamboi, like this. I am made for luxury and comfort.
Hello.
Yes.
So, I expect you to take care from here to here
Adele.
and here.
Adele.
the doors. Okay.
Yeah. But there are some exceptions to the rule. My rule of not... There are some unaona yenyewe, this is bad. Genuinely, you can see this person really needs your help and you can help financially. Kuna wengine unaangalenga unajua ni obtainer. Amekuja kuni obtain.
But rent mi siwezi. I've seen people in situation where they hold a man down and then immediately the man recovers. Anaenda natafuta type yake.
Type yake, yeah.
Mwenye anaenda kutake care of.
Yeah. And a spoiled sasa.
And then I've been in a situation whereby I was with a dude, nilikuwa na mbeg, nipeleke out, nifanyie hii, mimi ndo nilikuwa namwambia. And then when it came to another girl, this dude alikuwa anafanya hadi bila kuambiwa. I would see such things and then I'm like, you know what? Eka effort mali unapewa effort, you know?
Yeah.
Reciprocate what someone is giving.
Yeah.
Juu utajipata una give in more, yet this person is like, even when he sees you're cold, is like,
Better yet, if you put your expectations at 0, it means utakuwa ukifanya kitu out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah.
But there are some other situations. You find this guy is not financially okay, but when you're with this guy, you're really thriving in whatever it is that you do.
Yeah.
As in, they support you and push you and they turn you into a queen. You know the way you say kingmakers? There's some men who are queen makers. This, yes.
Yeah.
They're there. He is going to support you, but you're the one who's footing the bills. Yeah? Ni pesa tu amekosa. Anakurespect. Yani ni mzuri. Hata si lazima hata oshe vyombo. Azina anakurespect. Yani kila kitu iko poa.
What is respect to people though? Because you'd be in a situation where you do something as a woman, they're like, oh, that's so disrespectful. They usually say, date anyone in this world, but never date someone who is jealous of you. Whether you like it or not, unaweza kuwa successful than your man. And that's where you're like, okay, can I chip in for the bills? Do you think that works?
No. No,
I like the way she says no. Because it's going to emasculate him as a man.
Not really. The reason as to why I think sometimes men are intimidated is because when you're financially stable, you are able to stand on ground. Because you know the door is open at whatever time and you can go and be okay. So I'm thinking immediately I'm earning more. Whatever I say, he will take it as intimidating him because he doesn't earn and disrespecting him just because I have more money. So to me, I'm like, if I'm earning more, he's still owning the bills. He has money. In this scenario, it's not that he doesn't have more. Yeah, I'm just blessed.
You're just a girl.
Yeah,
I'm just a girl with more money.
And I actually appreciate the way social media is making women speak out about some of the things that happen in relationships. Like women coming forward and saying, guy, it's me paying the bills, you know.
I feel like social media has helped a lot of women kuamka. Like the likes of Shira Sevens, the likes of Queen Maker, they're usually straightforward, you know. And they have put ladies in that position where like, you know what? Men are natural givers. So if he doesn't give you, he does not love you. A lot of young women, when they look for something, they look for providers. So that thing usually pushes men to look for money.
And not also just to revolve around the financial bit, like the emotional bit. The other time this was trending, mwanaume unalalaje na pillow, such things, like such stereotypes. The roles are so stagnant. There's no flexibility of someone might lose their job and you need to hold them down. As long as you have something that is lingering between your two legs, you're coming with the bag. So it's reinforcing and it's also blurring the lines.
So there's something I've noticed on TikTok. You get more viewers on your page depending how you talk and how your voice is. But I think maybe 90% of the ladies who were selling the things that were there have husbands.
I think I'm getting who you're going to talk about.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah.
You find their husbands are actually supporting them. They're the ones who are packing.
Even them, they're saying tap tap.
Yeah, you find even the men are the ones who are saying tap tap like and doing the deliveries.
That's
They're
nice.
there.
But then let me tell you, to find such people, it's so rare because mtu anashika hivi pesa kidogo.
Kiburi.
Most people tend to think that women are so disrespectful when they earn money. And then I remember my brother was telling my sister-in-law, hii pesa yenye unatengeneza, hii pesa ndo inakupeanga kiburi. And then you're like, how? Yet that money usually goes all into the kids. In most families, you'd be telling the dad, okay, the kids needs this. But then the dad will be like, oh, si pia unatengeneza pesa yako. Especially Kenyan men. Nunua.
So like in relationships, you find like the woman is expected to take care of herself. If it's about contraceptives, she's supposed to go, and deal with it. So like now, of course, you're having sex with someone and then you get pregnant. Like, how?
How?
How? You didn't do the necessary.
It's like if you get pregnant, they just like shift the blame all on you, as if you didn't partake in the action of making you pregnant.
Exactly.
I feel like times are changing though. Definitely kutakuwa na the like opposers na proposers. Kuna some men who actually saw the sense of trying out on contraception. It's not a large percentage, but kuna kidogo. Na for the kidogo, I feel like that's progress. That should be acknowledged. Vasectomy.
The best.
Like contraception is not only meant for like the lady. Maybe there is one who cares so much for you. Ata anakupeleka kwa hospitali. Wajua what works best for you.
Maybe you've had children, or maybe you had some complications. Ama if you get pregnant, you're going to get complications. Napatanga. There's some men who actually decide, you know what? I'm just going to go and have a vasectomy. Yeah.
Lucky are they,
Lucky are they. I'd also like to add that nafeel ni kama hizi dynamics za gender roles and intimacy in relationships hazijaholidiwa bado. Like the traditional view maybe is not what is still practiced today by the young generation. The young generation being Asa, like Gen Z.
I don't know, maybe it's just me and the teenagers that I interact with, but these particular teenagers do not believe in those gender roles. We were somewhere and someone said, dishes is for girls, boys is only to be sent to the shop. One girl over there came to me and said, but why is she saying that? And they started discussing it amongst themselves, and I watched them. Them it's like, this is an equal playing field, like we're human beings. It's just that maybe today you decide today it's your turn for dishes, tomorrow it's my turn for dishes, cooking like that.
So guys, that has been our episode. Thank you for tuning in. Kindly subscribe, like, share to anybody that you may think needs to listen to this episode. You can also tell us what are your thoughts on gender roles, on intimacy in relationships. I have been your host. My name is Gladwell. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.